Katherine Sanders always told her students about her grandmother's accomplishments and now the enormous impact she and other African-American women made on space travel is told on the big screen.
One revolution is going to equal to what?
A year.
1 year. And 1 year is equal to? 365 days, exactly.
Fifth graders at St. Peter Claver soak up a lesson about the Earth's journey around the sun.
If they leave Earth, does anybody remember how long they told you it was going to take them to get to Mars?
For teacher Katherine Sanders,
9 months.
the out-of-this-world concept of space and space travel was a part of her family's life. Her grandmother is renowned NASA mathematician Katherine Johnson.
What do you guys do for NASA?
Calculate your launch and landing site.
Johnson's story is told in the movie Hidden Figures. Taraji P. Henson plays Johnson, a mathematician so accurate she helped change the course of history. Her calculations charted the course for Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin's trip to the moon.
When I saw what you're going to see and how she calculated in order to get to the moon and back, and I must say that I have asked her, how did you figure this out? So she said, it's simple. You know, you just have to find where the stars are and begin counting. So in her mind, however she has the picture of those constellations, to me, that's how she was able to work the numbers out.
Katherine Johnson was born in 1918 in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. And from an early age,
she says she counted the dishes, she counted her steps.
She was in love with numbers.
They didn't even have enough math classes to keep up with her, so they made some. And then she was the only child in the class. No, because her peers couldn't do the math that she could do. She went to college at age 14 and graduated at age 18. My great-grandfather moved to the college and worked as a janitor and lived on the grounds during the school year to make sure she got there and she had family, as well as to make sure they were able to pay for it.
One of her instructors at West Virginia State suggested research mathematics. She signed on to Langley Research Center in Newport News, Virginia, where African-American women were being hired as part of a human-computer project. She was so good, she would eventually calculate the flight path for Alan Shepard's first mission to space. Johnson married and had 3 daughters. Over the years, her granddaughter didn't know the true magnitude of what she did at NASA.
So I've watched her in her work. I knew what trajectory was. I knew she told me what she did. But NASA didn't make a big deal of it. Her co-workers didn't. She didn't. So I didn't know it was that extra special.
Education and learning were everything to Johnson, even on family car trips.
She would have us count the license plate in front of us, add up the numbers. So when we were like younger, it was all adding. Then you might add them to the car that's next to that car. And then as we grew up, then it's subtracting. And then one day we were, 1 year we'd be multiplying, license plates. For every 24 hours that equals a day for us, Mars's day would probably be 30-some hours, 40-some hours.
Sanders loves teaching kids, too. She relocated from Virginia years ago, graduated in biology from SUNO, and talks to her students about her grandmother whenever she can.
I think that she's confident when she was a little kid and also when she's still a grown-up.
Johnson is 98 now. She and her husband still live in Virginia. Sanders and her family see her often. This picture was on a recent New Year's visit.
The person that's in the movie is my great-grandmother, Katherine Johnson. I want to tell them about how inspiring she is and how nice she is and how proud I am for her.
If I can do nothing but to share her legacy, her accomplishments, and inspire young and old, cross genders, cross races, and just let people know that anything is possible.
In November of 2015, President Obama awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom to Johnson. In May of last year, NASA dedicated a computational facility to her as well.